Hey guys, and welcome back to another video all about how to sound a little bit like Elton John. I'm Tim Topham, and this is part 3 in my series. If you'd like to check out one of the other videos, then we'll put a link up here to help you find it. In today's video, we're going to be unpacking descending bass lines. It's a tactic used by composers all over the world, all the time, right back to Beethoven and probably before him. You'll probably know it from Beethoven in this regard. If you've heard that tune before, then you'll know exactly what I mean by descending bass line. But it's even more common in a song like Piano Man because it's built purely on a descending bass line. So what do I mean by descending bass line? Well, all we're talking about is in the left hand or the bass player, the movement is going down the keyboard, often chromatically or step by step. So in the case of Piano Man, dance the song tonight. Okay, so literally just moving down and down the keyboard. So that is a really easy compositional tactic. Elton uses it heaps. Oh, it's used in Les Mis as well. Does anyone know this tune? I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When great example of a descending bass line used really commonly. So let's unpack where it's used by Elton, and it's used heaps. So let's go through some of them. The first song is called Indian Sunset. Again, this might not be one that people know too well, but it was actually remixed by Tupac in 2004 in a song called Ghetto Gospel. This is why I actually learnt the song. And it goes something like this. Those who wish to follow me, I welcome with my hands. So you may have heard that, or that may be slightly familiar to you, but the underlying chord progression, we've got a G chord, and then he goes steps down, descending, F sharp, to E minor, to G with a D in the left hand, to C, and some other chord progressions, like Piano Man might even continue that, but he actually stops there and then he goes back up. So that's G, B minor on F sharp, E minor, G with D in the left hand, C, D with A minor, and then E minor. So really great example of that. If you haven't had a listen to Indian Sunset, it's a pretty amazing song and really unusual compared to all his other music. So another good example of where Elton uses this is Someone Saved My Life Tonight. Right at the beginning, we've got start of the first verse. So we're descending. We've got G chord with a D in the left hand. Lights, muggy nights, curtains drawn in the little room downstairs. Again, D, and then to C, B, A, G. Now, your song uses it as well. Now, this one, he uses a little bit more of a chromatic style. So this is, I hope you don't mind. Descending, watch the left hand. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. And then he even goes down to the G. What wonderful life is. Oh, you're in the world. So we got C minor stays, but the left hand moves to B flat. C minor stays, but it moves to A. And then we go to A flat. 6th actually, because we've got added the F. So that one a little bit more chromatic, but again, same idea. And my last example is Rocket Man. And in Rocket Man, this happens really near the start. So we've got the, she packed my bags last night pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. Now, watch the descending bass line here. and it's gonna be high as a kite by then. So what's it doing? E flat, B flat on D, C, watch the left hand going this way, and to the A. Right? So to get the idea of how much he uses this, I mean, these are just a few examples, and it's used in pop music, as I showed you a little bit earlier, all over the place. So it's a great compositional tactic that you can try using yourself. And I've got a few little ideas of how you can do this. One of the activities I love doing with my own students is a little descending bass line improvisation based around the key of G minor. So let me show you that, and you can explore it a little bit yourself. So this chord progression starts with a G minor chord in the right hand and a G in the left hand like this. Then we're going to keep the right hand the same, and we're just going to descend with the left hand to F, and then to E flat, and then to D. And this is a really fun, rich, warm progression that students I've found absolutely love exploring. Add a little bit of rhythm to the left hand as well. You could even here change to D major chord if you want to. And that, all I was doing there was just improvising a little melody using the first 5 notes of a G minor scale. It's called a G minor 5-finger pattern. And it works beautifully over that descending left hand. Really lots of fun you can have with that one. And if we want to take a bit of a leaf out of the Your Song example, so the Your Song example was C minor, went to B flat, and then down to A6. You can do something quite similar, in fact, in C. If we use C as a start, and this time descend chromatically. And what I mean by chromatically is white note to black note to white note to black note, like this, down. And we can actually go from C to B, B flat, A flat, and G, which is really cool and great fun to explore. So we could start with this. We could go to a G chord as we move to that. We could go to a B flat chord here. We could go to an F chord. We could go to an F minor chord with a bit of a 7th. And then we could finish on the G, which leads nicely back to C. So there's lots of different ways you can explore this idea. You could even, if you wanted to be really simple and all that was a little bit too confusing, just walk down on the white notes. Play a C chord in the right hand, add a bit of pedal. It's going to sound a little bit like the Les Mis tune. How nice was that? How simple was that? It sounds really great, and it's an easy compositional tactic. It's why Elton uses it, why lots and lots of composers around the world and back through history have used that tactic. So I hope you found that helpful. Go and try it out on your piano and let me know in the comments below if you've got any questions or suggestions. And of course, make sure you subscribe. I love sharing these videos each and every week with you guys. So hit the bell icon so we can notify you when we've released a new video, and I will see you in the next one.